Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today's video is going to be covering a very interesting topic in the NBA, and that is the NBA Most Improved Player Award. And in previous years, this award, it doesn't get hyped up too often, and maybe this year it's the same case, but for me, this is one of the most interesting awards in the NBA right now because there's so many candidates who can potentially win this award. And the Most Improved Player award, it's a weird award because nobody knows the criteria ever. Do you have to be an all-star caliber player to win it? Do you have to be a relatively unknown player to a decent role player in the league to win it? Nobody knows what the criteria is, and nobody knows what types of players should win it. Obviously, one year Ja Morant and Desmond Bain, they were up for that award. Ja Morant won it, but Ja Morant gave it to Desmond Bain because he thought that Bain deserved it a lot more because Ja Morant was a second overall pick, whereas Bain was more relatively unknown. So the criteria is very unknown and it's such a vague award. But in my opinion, this season there's been so many different players who've improved, whether it be from an unknown prospect to a very good role player, to a very good role player, to a all-star caliber player, and then an all-star caliber player to a superstar caliber player. Improvements have been going on all around the NBA, and I'm going to be covering that today. And I'm going to be covering the 2026 Most Improved Player candidates in different tiers. The first tier is going to be from an unknown player to a role player slash star. The second tier is going to be role player to star. The third tier is going to be from star to all-star. And the fourth tier is going to be covering candidates that nobody is talking about. So let's get into it. So here are some of the names that have gone from relatively unknown status to a role player or at a star level. And the four guys that are being continuously mentioned for this award are Peyton Watson, Ryan Rollins, Colin Gillespie, and AJ Mitchell. Let's start off with Peyton Watson first. What a season he's been having, especially when Jokic went out. He's been playing at an all-star level. He can do everything on the basketball court this year. He can shoot the three at a high level. He's been shooting 40% from three this year. Can get downhill, can make plays for others. He's got the floater game on point, and he also won a Western Conference Player of the Week. And you know how hard that is to do in the Western Conference because the West is completely stacked. And Peyton Watson, he's been a good player in the NBA. He's been a good defender, but offensively, there's been questions around his game. And this season, he's answered all the questions and all the doubters, and especially when Jokic went out, this kid has been playing at an all-star level, and it's very unfortunate that he's injured right now because he was playing at a very high level. The second candidate I'm going to be talking about is Ryan Rollins for the Milwaukee Bucks, because Ryan Rollins, he went from unknown status to potentially a fringe all-star caliber player. This guy is one of the most complete players in the NBA, and I can't really find a weakness in his game. He can do everything as a point guard. He can play make, he can shoot the three as efficiently as anybody. He can get to the rim, finish with either hand, a very hyper efficient finisher. He can guard at a very high level. He's got great physical tools. He's athletic. He's been a revelation for the Milwaukee Bucks, and he's averaging around 17 points per game on elite shooting splits, and his jump has been very surprising because nobody was talking about him last season. Another really good player that's taken a big leap this season is Colin Gillespie, and we can talk about all the Phoenix Suns players in my opinion. I mean, Dillon Brooks, you can argue he's having a most improved type year, but Dillon Brooks has played at an all-star caliber level before. But Colin Gillespie, he went from an unknown player to a really good role player, hyper efficient from the three, can make plays. He's a dog, and he's been one of the big reasons why the Phoenix Suns have been one of the surprise teams this season. And the final candidate I'm going to be talking about is AJ Mitchell. AJ Mitchell did not get barely any opportunity for the OKC Thunder last year. However, this season, he has been tremendous. Defensively, he's really good. He can shoot the three ball. He can get to the rim. He can make plays for himself, can make plays for others. And ever since he's been injured, the OKC Thunder, they haven't looked the same. Obviously, OKC, they're missing Shea, J-Dub. They missed Hartenstein for quite a prolonged period of time. But AJ Mitchell is one of OKC Thunder's best players, whether you like it or not. And he's been a most improved candidate player this season. The next tier we're going to move on to is players who went from a role player to a star caliber player. And the first player I want to talk about is Nico Alexander-Walker, because what a season this guy's been having. He's averaging around 20 points per game, I believe, and his shot making is something to be marveled at. I mean, he is so good from three. There's been a couple of incidents where he's been shooting with his left hand and they've been going in. There was a half-court left-hand shot. He hit a game winner the other day. I mean, this guy is so skilled. He's a really good defender. And what a pickup this is for the Atlanta Hawks. And the second player I want to talk about is Jalen Duren. He's just been named as an all-star and he's taken a massive leap this season. His production numbers have gone up. I think he's averaging around 18 and 11 for the season, which is great numbers for a big man. As I said, he broke into the all-star team. And the Detroit Pistons, they're the number one team in the NBA, and Jalen Duren is a big part of it. So he's definitely taken a leap this season. And the final guy I want to talk about is Anthony Black, because this guy's leap this season has been so good. And you can argue that he's been Orlando Magic's second best player, even first best player. That's how good Anthony Black has been. His perimeter shot has improved significantly. He can get downhill. He's a good defender. He can get to the free throw line. And he's just improved on every single aspect of his game this season. And in my opinion, he's been the Orlando Magic's most important player. That's how good he's been. And the next tier I'm going to be talking about are players who've gone from a star player to an all-star caliber player, or even superstar caliber player. And the guys I'm going to be talking about are Jalen Johnson, Keyonte George, Michael Porter Jr. and Denny Avdija. So let's talk about Keyonte George first of all. Keyonte George has been absolutely balling for the Utah Jazz. He comes with tough shot making, clutch shot making, plays at his own pace, got a great handle to him. He's averaging around 25 points per game for the Utah Jazz. And that tandem of Keyonte George and Lauri Markkanen, it's been absolutely lethal for the Utah Jazz. And if they can get a high draft pick this year, the Utah Jazz are going to be lethal. The second guy I'm going to be talking about is Jalen Johnson. Jalen Johnson is just being incredible this season. And we all knew Jalen Johnson could be an all-star player, right? And he may have been an all-star last season if he never got injured. But this season, he's taken a massive leap. He's averaging around 23, 10 and 8. He's a triple-double threat every single game, and his playmaking ability has just been incredible to see. I mean, the reads he makes, he plays with patience, he can shoot the three ball, his mid-range is good, he can get to the rim, he's athletic. I mean, this guy has got everything to his game, and he's definitely a very strong candidate for the Most Improved Player award. And then moving on to the Portland Trailblazers, talking about Denny Avdija, because this guy has been so good for the Portland Trailblazers, and his play style, it's a very unique play style because he gets to the rim so well. He plays physical. He's like a bulldozer. He's just going to run right through you. He gets to the free throw line really well. His perimeter shot has improved as well. He rebounds the ball really well, got great feel for the game and can play make. I think he's averaging around 25, 26 points per game. So this guy has taken a massive leap as well this season. And the final guy I want to talk about is Michael Porter Jr. because MPJ this season has just been a revelation for the Brooklyn Nets. The shots he takes are ridiculous, but he makes them because he's 6'10" and nobody can really contest his shot. And he's averaging 25 points per game on really good efficiency as well. And people are going to say MPJ, he's on a bad team, it's easy to get good stats on a bad team. That is a myth. On a bad team, Michael Porter Jr. is their main scouting report. The opposition team are trying to stop him, yet he's still consistently dropping 25 points per game. What a season MPJ has been having, and he deserves a lot more love for this Most Improved Player award, and he should have been an all-star in my opinion this season. And now moving on to the final tier of candidates that need more attention. And the names are Jalen Tyson, Jaime Hackett Jr., Alex Sarr, Amen Thompson and Jaylen Brown. Starting off with Jalen Tyson, he has been so good for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Just a jack of all trades, can guard, can shoot the three, makes winning basketball plays. And he's been playing so good that guys like DeAndre Hunter have been expendable for the Cleveland Cavaliers. The next guy I'm going to be talking about is Jaime Hackett Jr. To be honest, Jaime Hackett Jr. is most likely going to win that Sixth Man of the Year award, but his improvement needs to be talked about. He's so creative at getting to the rim, can finish at different angles, and he's been so good for the Miami Heat this year. Another guy that's been really slept on is Alex Sarr, because his production levels have gone up, but his efficiency has skyrocketed. I mean, he was shooting around 40% last season in his rookie year, and now he's shooting around 50%. So that right there shows that he's really adapting to the league. He's finding his spots, and he's one of the best defenders in the league, a really good rim protector. So he needs to get more love as well. Another guy I want to talk about is Amen Thompson. His offensive production has gone up, more points per game. He's playmaking more, and a lot of people, they expect him to, make a Giannis type of leap, but not everybody is Giannis Antetokounmpo. He is making a very good leap this season. He still has deficiencies in his game, such as his shooting ability, and that can be a liability at times. But he has made a really good improvement this season, especially on the offensive end. He's being more aggressive. He's getting more reps on ball, creating, facilitating, and he's definitely improved this season. And the final guy I want to talk about is Jaylen Brown. And I know everybody watching the video are going to be like, this guy's already been an all-star, he's a finals MVP, he's done so much in his career. But people need to appreciate the leap he's taken this season. First of all, this isn't the only award that Jaylen Brown should be competing for. He's obviously a very strong MVP candidate in my opinion, leading the Boston Celtics team to the second seed in the East without Jason Tatum, and with all the, players that went out like Drew Holiday, Kristaps Porzingis, Al Horford, Luke Cornett. The fact that this guy is still leading this team to a second seed in the Eastern Conference is absolutely ridiculous. He's averaging around 29 points per game on really good efficiency. It's his best year of his career, and he needs to be a very strong candidate for this award, and he needs to be a very strong candidate for MVP as well. That's how good Jaylen Brown's been this season, and he deserves way more love this year. And now moving on to the question, who should win this award? And I'm still confused, man. I've covered all the different tiers of candidates that are available, right? And I'm still confused because there's been so much improvement in the NBA. From unknown players like Ryan Rollins, Colin Gillespie, to role players like Anthony Black, Jalen Duren, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, from stars who've made significant leaps like Jalen Johnson, Keontae George, MPJ, Denny, from candidates that aren't even being talked about, like Amen Thompson, Harme, Alex Sarr, Jalen Tyson, Jaylen Brown. There's so many different candidates. There's not so many different tiers of players who have improved. I'm so confused. But for me, if I had to choose today, the award will go to Denny Avdia, because he's taken such a massive leap this season, especially from last year. He's playing at an all-star level, was announced as a first-time all-star. But in my opinion, this award is very volatile because anybody could win this award. There's been so much improvement in the NBA, and in my opinion, the most improved player of the year award is the most intriguing award in the 2026 NBA season, and it's going to be very interesting to see who's going to win it at the end. Leave your thoughts in the comment below. Who do you guys think are going to win this award? Like, share, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys for watching the video, and peace.